Hello, and welcome to episode 46 of the Geek Perspective Movie Review Podcast. My name's Tom, and I'm joined today by my co-host Roy. How you
Hey,
doing today? Hey, what's going on, Roy? How you doing, buddy?
I am doing good. Ready for this show.
Nice, nice. So we're trying something a little different. I am hosting, so bear with us or me. I haven't done this before. No, if you're a regular viewer, you know that Roy usually hosts. So we're trying something a little different. So today we are going to review the movie Hush. So stay tuned. So before we get into that, we're going to talk a little bit of news. So you had some news today, Roy, right?
Yes, I do. So I was going through my news stuff and I found that Disney Plus again is in the news. And there are rumors about Allison Brie. I don't know if you know who Allison Brie is, everyone out there, but Allison Brie is a actress from the TV show on Netflix. Um, what is she on? Community or something?
She was on Glow on
Glow
Netflix.
Community.
She was on Community. She played, I believe, Annie on Community. She was in also she was in Mad Men as well.
Really?
Yeah, she played I believe the character's name was Peter, sort of skinny younger guy. She played his wife in it. She was just this like wholesome wife, and Peter was one of the madmen and stuff. Great actress, great actress. So
She's also in a new movie on Netflix. Also, Horse Girl.
Oh, okay.
I think it's about. It seems to be about mental illness. It's a new Netflix movie. Um, Looks pretty dark. Um, yeah, so really good actress. But anyway, she's being rumored to be considered for Marvel Studios. Well, actually, Marvel Studios is looking for an Allison Brie type.
Hmm.
And my thought and the thoughts of people viewers out there, and probably Tom also, is well, if you want the type, just hire Allison Brie.
That's what I was about to say. If you want the Allison Brie, I have an idea for an Allison Brie type.
You know, that's genius, Tom. You should be a producer.
Just
Marvel hire you. Yeah, so they want an Allison Brie type to play She-Hulk in the new Disney Plus series. I think it would be a great hire if they hired her for the job. Glow's ending, so we'll have to see if she's type enough for them. I guess I don't understand that. It is just a rumor, so we'll see what comes of it. So yeah,
nice. Nice. Hopefully, I mean, I like her. She's great. She is a fantastic actor. Fantastic.
She's really good actress.
So yeah, I hope they do that. So also in news, we didn't talk about this. This happened actually maybe 2 weeks ago. I want to say rest in peace to Kirk Douglas. He was 103 years old. That's a good life, man. 103. I mean, obviously, son Michael Douglas, it's married to Catherine Zeta-Jones. Yeah, I mean, God, he was just icon, a pillar of Hollywood for forever. I mean, I was shocked when they said 103. I was like, wow, I didn't know he was 103, and he would still look good at 103. It was crazy. So
he must have been mad at his son, though. Do you hear he left him no money?
Yeah, I heard. Well, you do realize that his son's worth more than he is. Michael Douglas is okay. I mean, he's worth about 300 million. So
even something, a buck,
well, I mean,
a gold foiled dollar bill or something.
Yeah, I mean, Michael Douglas is worth 300 million. He was worth like 90 or a million. Yeah, it went mostly to the Kirk Foundation.
Which is a good thing also, by the way.
Yes, it is. I'd rather see it go to a foundation. I mean, Michael Douglas, he'll never go through $300 million. You know what I mean? And he doesn't need it. That I don't want to get into it. The rich getting richer. Then that's on Trump.
Oh, come on, go on a Trump rant.
No, that guy. Yeah. No, once I get maybe later. I found this interesting. The Amazing Race, the reality show.
I love that show.
Yeah, it was one of the very few reality shows that I actually like. Me and one of my ex-girlfriends would always talk about going on it.
Same here. I talked about that.
Yeah, we thought we could totally. She was really good with languages and stuff like that. I was good with other. We thought we could just go in there and cream everybody, but we didn't, and it's a good thing because we don't talk anymore. So, but anyway, yeah, The Amazing Race. They had to halt production on this season. Everybody's going home because of the fears of the coronavirus, which is out there. So be safe, guys, out there with the coronavirus. I know Trump has said we don't need to worry about it, but I mean, I know in Rhode Island there's 20 plus people with doing self quarantine. They haven't been diagnosed yet, but they're doing a self quarantine, and there's more and more cases popping up in the United States. And I'm not saying that it's
there was one here, I heard.
Yeah, in Massachusetts there was a case. Yeah, he was a college student. I believe he went to BU.
But he's at home also. Is he at
yeah, I believe his quarantine's over now. He had he had to quarantine himself. And the few people that he had been in contact with since he had gotten back from China, he had to do it. But there are more cases popping up. It does exist. I don't know, I don't know how much is hysteria, because if you look at the numbers, more people die from the flu each year than what's happened here. I don't know, but it is real. Don't listen to Trump. I mean, people are dying from it. It is a real thing, I'm
surprised Trump didn't call it fake news.
I believe he did.
Did he really?
Something along those lines.
Wow.
I mean, that guy. I just was reading an article too. Neil Young, who just became Neil Young, the musician, just became a U.S. citizen. He's Canadian. He just became a U.S. citizen. He wrote.
Forget that.
What's that?
I always forget that he's not even American.
Yeah, he's Canadian. Yeah, a lot of people don't know that.
I knew it. I just keep forgetting because you just see him as an American.
Yeah, you do, because he's been around. I mean, yeah, and he just wrote an open letter to Trump, blasting him, because the guy is literally an embarrassment to the human race. I'm sorry, he is. He is an orange turd.
An orange turd.
Everything I said. This guy is just. And Bernie's in Boston today. Bernie Sanders.
My buddy's daughter went to that. I was hoping she'd be back in time to I get some info from her about how it went.
Yeah, be curious. I'm not necessarily a Bernie backer, honestly. Of all the candidates, I like Mayor Pete. I like Pete.
He's not a Pete guy. I don't trust him.
I like him. I think he's great. I think
his history, you won't.
It's but Bernie's a good option too. I like Bernie. I like all of Bernie's policies.
None of them are perfect.
Nobody's perfect. And
I am. I should be president.
Yeah, I'd vote for you. And he's a socialist and this and that. Well, no, he's not a socialist. He's a democratic socialist. Just some of his ideas are tied to socialism. But guess what? You know who else was a democratic socialist? Franklin Delano Roosevelt, FDR. And people put him as a top 3 president of all time. Hell, we have term limits because of him, because they just kept voting the guy back in. He was a president for like 13 years. They don't allow that anymore because he was just so popular. They just kept voting. And all his things were rooted in socialism. Everything he did, the New Deal, everything. It just, God, the Republican Party are geniuses, how they've just been able to flip the narrative and, make all these people, buy into what they want to talk about, what they want to do. It's crazy because
if you look at it, it's the whole divide and conquer. I thought about this,
Yeah.
and Obama, for all the complaints and all the issues with Obama, the one thing he did was bring people together. For the first time in my lifetime, I can honestly say, being a black person in this country, I felt like America was coming together.
Yeah.
And then Trump took over, and we're as bad as we've been since black people got the right to vote. I would say.
Yeah. No, I agree. I mean, the guy is an
Crazy.
outward racist. I mean,
He's
you
trying
know,
to separate people.
you know, I said that one time. I said he's a racist, and he either no, he's not, blah blah blah. Even though the proof shows it, or well, Elizabeth Warren said this one time, or did this one time, or this guy, dude. If she did that, that makes her a shitty person too. It does. Just because she did somebody else did something, it does not make it okay. I hate that. Like, oh, this person did this. Well, that sucks. That means that person that's shitty. I am not going to say, you know, somebody was like, oh, Elizabeth Warren said some anti-Semitic things. I was like, well, if she said that, then fuck her. Because I've dated a Jewish girl. I have Jewish people in my family. If she really did say those things, it does not make it okay for Trump to turn around and just be an outward racist. You know,
he actually sympathized from that crazy hit, that kid driving the car through all those people in Maryland. He actually sympathized with the skinheads.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
He sympathized with them.
If
that doesn't tell you, hello, people.
He's a nut. They're all nuts. You know,
yeah, they're all nuts.
He's a nut. His backers are nuts. He gives a Medal of Freedom to Rush Limbaugh. Rush Limbaugh is a freaking nut, and who's talking about how if it's Mayor Pete, the manly man Donald Trump is going to eat that gay guy up. Who cares if the guy's gay or not, dude? You know what I mean? And Trump is not a manly man. He's oh my god, he is.
As far from it as you can get, I think.
Yeah, he's a fat slouch that just got an IQ about 85, and it's like, geez, the manly man Trump, get the out of here, man. Anyway, before we go too much down a political rabbit hole,
I think you should keep going.
Last piece of news, and this is a show I love. Do you watch Superstore, Roy, on NBC?
Yes, I do actually.
I love that show. I think it's so clever. So
I worked in retail, so it's like some of it, like it's like, oh yeah, I can resemble that.
Very clever. Well, America Ferrara, the lead, Amy there, who is she's also she's an actress in it. She's one of the executive producers. She's directed episodes. She is leaving after this season.
Really?
Yes. They've been renewed for another season, but she is leaving. I believe she's still be involved maybe with being a producer, maybe. It didn't really say. That was just kind of like she would say on as like an executive producer. But yeah, she is leaving at the end of this season, or after the season. So I wonder how they'll write her off or whatever, because I was under the impression that it's already been filmed the whole season. So I don't know. I don't know for sure. It didn't specify in what I was reading, but yeah, that's a big loss right there. She's between her and the actor that plays Jonah. I mean, they're the two leads. Although it's an ensemble cast that's just excellent. That whole cast is
good cast.
Just great, with Mark McKinney from Kids in the Hole and SNL, and oh god, what a great cast. So yeah, stay tuned for that. And and one last thing. If you guys haven't, check out Don't Fuck with Cats on Netflix.
I watched that.
You did?
I did watch that.
What'd you think?
Fuck. That was awesome.
Right? Once you get going, it was like one of those things. I was watching with a girlfriend, and I was like, I put on the TV in the bedroom just so, because I know she's not like to get squeamish around certain things. I was like, just go in there and watch whatever you want if it's making you uncomfortable. And so now we just blasted through all 3 episodes of it. It was so good, so good. So nice. I didn't know that you had watched it. That's awesome. I loved it.
About an hour after we had talked
Yeah.
last Sunday, I think you mentioned it to me.
Yeah. I think it was Sunday.
I started watching it, I think Monday. I was like, you know what? I'm going to give it a shot. Because I didn't understand what it was about. I'm like, for weeks, I was like, what the hell is this? And then someone on a talk show said, crazy show. And I was like, yeah, whatever. And then when you said it, I was like, all right, I got to check this out. And it was a really, really awesome story.
Yeah. It's
definitely watch
so fascinating. Yeah. It was in our, we have a big unwatched list of stuff that on all our apps and everything and stuff. So we remember to go back to stuff, and I've been on there for a while. And then a guy at work, me and him, talk a lot of documentaries and stuff. And he was like, yeah, I just checked out this and The Pharmacist. You got to watch on. So The Pharmacist is the next one I'm going to watch. But so I watched that because it was just so many people had been saying it, and we had put it off for so long. And guys, check it out. Fascinating, well done. Just you're on the edge of your seat the whole time.
Rich is full of crap. Those are his cats, by the way.
What's that?
Rich Almquist has posted Roy has 7 cats. I have 1 cat. I actually have more lizards than I have cats, actually. I have 1 cat, 1 dog, and 4 lizards.
It does seem like there's a million cats every time I'm around there.
Yeah, because the Almquists have like a billion cats upstairs.
Yeah. So, all right. So next up, we are. Hang on a second. Next up, Roy has an unboxing. But before that, guys, make sure you like and subscribe to like this video and subscribe to our channel, which is Geek Perspective on YouTube. Also, check us out on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. We're on all of them. Either follow us or friend us or whatever it is on social media. And and also please leave comments below here on this video or on one of our social media pages. What you like, what you don't like, what you want us to review, what if you want us to stop reviewing and do something else. I mean, just comment, guys, please comment on this video. So,
or else I'll hunt you down and kill you.
So next up we have an unboxing by Roy. Take it away, Roy.
So for the holidays, we were talking about getting some things, blah blah blah, and I actually ended up getting these certain things. I got a box of 3 of them, and we figured let's do an unboxing on the show. I know what they are. I actually opened the box already, so I'm just gonna pull them on because I hate watching unboxings and you watch the person open up the box and it's like, are you kidding me? That's ridiculous. So let's get these out of the box here. The first one, and what it is a Geeky Tiki Friday the 13th.
Oh, yeah, that's awesome.
Look at that baby. Look at that bad boy.
In my opinion, that is the best Geeky Tiki that they've made, in my opinion, that I've seen.
It is similar to what Tom has. Tom has been drinking out of his Geeky Tikis for a while, and they have a bunch of different horror characters. Right now, he has Annabelle.
Yeah, that's Annabelle. I have the Jason up there. So, all right. What is
number
next?
2? Dun, 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 dun. Pinhead. Look at that bad boy, huh?
That's awesome.
The box. You see the box? Huh? See the box? He's holding the cube. The cube, I say. The cube.
I gotta get Pinhead. I don't have Pinhead yet.
I've met 3 of the 4 Pinheads. I got 3 of the 4 of their autographs. I just have to get the original Pinhead's autograph, and I'll have all the autographs. And so hopefully with TerraCon, here's a little promotion for TerraCon coming in the summertime. I think it's the 13th and 14th. The original Pinhead will be there, and I can get his autograph because then I'll have all 4 of the Pinhead's autographs, which would be pretty awesome. What's that?
Did you say the original Pinhead is going to be there, or you don't know?
He is. Okay. Hopefully he
Okay.
will be. And my last one I got,
Yeah.
Michael Myers, baby. Look at the blood. Look at that. Come on.
Dude, that one is so much better than mine.
What do you mean?
On mine.
You what?
I'm gonna go back to dual screen to show the difference. Mine doesn't have the blood. So ready?
Really?
Check this out.
I'm surprised mine has the blood.
Because in the picture it shows the blood, like when I
Oh, really?
online. I got mine in store, but yours,
It does
yeah,
have the bloody knife.
it doesn't look at. Can you see that? No blood on the
Yeah,
knife.
the knife's blue. Mine's silver. Look at my knife.
Yeah, mine's all blue. I
Huh.
wonder if it's like a error or it was the first, the first way, and then they added the detail afterwards. Because I got this in store at the Warwick Mall, I believe, and because it's funny online, you see it and there's blood on it, but mine doesn't have the blood. So, yours is cooler.
Well, everything I get is cool, Tom. Come on.
Oh,
yeah.
I don't think mine has that picture on the back either. So,
What if all of mine do? Huh? You're Jason? Did yours have the picture on the back? You ordered Jason online, right?
yeah, I got the Jason online here. I got it.
I wonder if it's not online.
Yeah, the Jason. Yeah, that has the pic. Okay, so maybe it does have it. Yeah, I have the picture on it.
And maybe. How'd you get the Michael Myers? Did you order Michael Myers online?
No, the only one I got online was Jason. Michael Myers I got at the Warwick Mall. So the only one that I've ordered. So kind of strange.
Yeah, I wonder if you had to order it online, maybe.
Yeah, I don't know.
Because I had seen yours. I don't remember yours having the blood on it. And then when I just opened that up, I'm like, oh,
yeah,
Tom's did have the blood on it, and I just didn't realize it.
Yeah, no, yours is way cooler, man, with the blood. I like that, but I mean, I still like mine, obviously.
Yeah,
but,
I mean,
it's way cooler with the blood.
One thing that I don't want is Leatherface. It's only because it's like a one-tone kind of thing.
Yeah, well, so is the Freddy Krueger.
Yeah, which is why I don't like that one either, actually.
I got the Freddy at the con, remember?
Yes.
I got it just because I was in a geeky tiki phase at that time. So that's why
I like the claw.
Yeah, me too.
You actually see it. Because some of them, you see them, the claw's red too. And it's like, no, you can't do that.
Yeah. And honestly, I got Leatherface because, like, that Texas Chainsaw Massacre is my all-time favorite horror. Yeah. But it's not my favorite geeky tiki. The like you said, it almost feels cartoony.
Yeah.
Like where the other ones feel a little more real. This one kind of feels cartoony to me, but I had to get it because, like I said, I am such a Texas Chainsaw Massacre fan that I had to get it.
And I think that was a harder one, I think, to do. I think out of all of them.
Oh, yeah.
I look at that, I'm like, I don't know what that even is. Do you really look at it and go, oh, Leatherface? Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
But hey, the geeky tikis, they're pretty awesome. Us volunteering at Comic-Con, I've seen them for a couple of years, didn't understand what they were. Then this year we saw them. They have the Han Solo and Carbonite. I am going to be getting that one at some point. They have the Death Star. Maybe someday it's like $40 or something ridiculous. I'm not paying that right now.
Yeah.
So I want to, but the other Star Wars ones, again, like a couple of the ones you have, they're all one color. It's like, no, you can't have it one color because you can't tell what they even are.
Yeah.
Maybe it's just me. I don't know. I'm old. I have no idea.
Yeah.
So
the Carbonate one's real. Where he's the Han Solo one's really. I saw that at the random flea market for $20. So
if we have to go there, if I find it, I'm buying it and happy.
Yeah, I don't know. That was a long time ago.
Yeah, it's kind of a one-time thing, probably.
So very cool. Very cool.
Comment below, guys. Let us know what you think of these geeky tikis. If there's a geeky tiki you would like to see, let us know also.
Yeah, please do.
Can you think of any, Tom, that you would want to see?
Let me think.
Doesn't have to be horror.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. I have most of the horror ones. I need to get Pinhead. And I need to get there's one other that I don't have of the horror. I can't remember now, but that I always see, and I always put off getting it.
You know, it'd be cool, a Predator one.
Predator would be cool. I'm trying to later think of one. But yeah, awesome. And guys, we're gonna be doing more unboxings. We have really cool I'm gonna unbox or open something in a few minutes here. But Roy's got a really cool unboxing coming up soon. Really cool unboxing.
Not soon enough.
Yeah, do you want to give him a little tease on it, Roy? Or
it's something from a sci-fi movie.
These things are so sick. It was like I'm not even into all this stuff, and I've gone down about 5 rabbit holes just looking at all these things that he's going to be getting. They're so cool. I can't wait, dude. I can't wait.
If we can get 20 comments on this video, maybe we'll give something away, a pop or something, if they can guess what it is. But we have to have 20 comments, and people that comment the right answer will be put in a pot, and we'll draw a name, and maybe they'll win something.
That'd be awesome. That'd be awesome.
It's cool.
So, and before
Rich says Jaws Geeky Tiki. That would be cool.
Jaws Geeky Tiki would be awesome.
Right?
That would be awesome.
You could do like a long bowl kind of thing. You know what I mean? That'd be pretty cool.
You know who else I would like? I don't think it'll ever get made, but Captain Spaulding from Devil's Rejects. I would love that. Rest in peace, Sid Haig.
Yes.
I thought that would be
a huge collectible.
Cool.
I'd buy 2 of those.
Yeah. Or for me, I like punk music. The Misfit Fiend. I'll show you guys what that is. Hang on, if I can get it out of my shelf here. So the Misfits is a band. Glenn Danzig was the lead singer at one time. They've been around, God, since late 70s, early 80s, and their mascot is the Fiend, and that's their mascot. See, I think that would be cool personally, just because I am a huge I'm a big Misfits fan, and I love the Fiend character, so that would be kind of cool too. I wouldn't mind seeing one of those.
Yeah, I can see that.
So, all right. So, very cool. All right, onto my sort of unboxing, whatever. So you guys know that last week we did some of those the vinyl soda figures by Funko. We did, I think, 4 of them. Well, a few more characters, or a bunch more characters dropped. Just real quick, I grabbed, I'll do these 2. I had some other ones. Maybe next week I'll have a couple more to open. The whole idea is that you get these and their characters. So this is He-Man, and the whole run of it, they made 10,000 of them, and 1 in 6 is a chase. And so inside you have a chance at a chase. So 1 in 6 on 10,000, whatever it is. Yeah, my 1,600. I don't know. I'm terrible at math. So the run for the He-Man is 10,000. Let's see if I get the chase. All right, and then I have one other. And like I said, there's more characters. They have Green Hornet. They have Robin, Batman Robin, Frankenberry, the Green Hornet, a few others. And next week, hopefully, I'll have a couple more that I can do. Kind of fun.
Bruce Lee Geeky Tiki.
That would be awesome. That would be awesome.
Sorry, go ahead, Tom.
No, that's great. Bruce Lee Geeky
Correct.
Would be awesome. All right, so it comes with a little pog inside that tells you if you got it. So let's see what the pog says.
Here we go.
On one side, we got He-Man. Yeah, I didn't get it. So it says 1 out of 8,400. So I was right. 1,600 is there's only 1,600 chases of the chase made. I'll open it real quick just to show you. And then, I'll show you how I've been displaying them real quick too.
Nice.
So There it is. Kind of cool. I dig the feel to them. Just a little different from Funko. So, or from Pops. They are Funko, but from Pops, pretty cool. Unfortunately, it's not the Chase, but still. All right. Next up, Skeletor. And again, it's
Nice.
10,000. It's so 1,600, 1 in 6, 1,600's the Chase. Let's see here. I love the cans too. I like they have like old school soda can feel to them. So there's the Pog with Skeletor on it. Did not get it. Last week I did pretty good. 2 out of the 4 we got that I opened were Chase. This time 0 for 2. You can't win them all, guys. Honestly, the 2 out of the 4, that's probably
really good.
All the luck that I'm going to have for the whole year. So don't expect too many more. Oh, this one's kind of cool though. And that's the Skeletor.
That's pretty cool.
That's cool. And real quick, I'll show you how I am displaying them. Now, this one you guys hadn't seen yet. I had opened it. That's why I didn't do it in an unboxing here. But I got it right here. I saw somebody else kind of display them like this, similar. So I'm using a pop stack, like the old ones.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
And you put the can in, and then what I didn't do and I started doing is now I put the Pog. Oh, thank you, Roy. Hang on, let me see if I can. And then I put the Pog in right there. It says 1 out of 5,000 because it was a 6,000 run, so the Chase would have been 1,000. And then the guy next to it, and you got to kind of put them in carefully. And yeah, that's how I've been doing them. So, and I'm gonna get to you, Linda, right now. So that was the next thing on my run sheet. So yeah, so that's how I'm displaying them, guys, in a hard pop stack. You know what I mean? Seems to be working. They look pretty cool. It's got a pretty clean look when he's not falling over. And
he's drunk.
But yeah, hey, if you guys are collecting these out there, or anybody has them, send us pictures or comment on how you're displaying yours. I love seeing how people display their collectibles. It doesn't have to be Funko, because like I said, me, Roy, we're all into
variety of
things.
stuff.
We're nerds and have different interests in collecting and stuff. And so we're always curious how you're displaying or what you're collecting. So definitely check it out. All right. So right before we get to our review, 30 minutes in, we next week, guys, we are doing our show on location from Linda's house. Linda is our, I was going to say one of our, but probably our, and yes, she is better than you, Rich, best viewer. She's tunes in every week and comments on our videos, and we have great conversations. I can't wait to meet her in person. I feel like I know her. She's been we've been doing a show for a year, and she, I talk to her weekly on the show, so I can't wait to meet her and her husband. I
want them on the show.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. Mm-hmm. So next week we'll be doing our show, and we are going to be discussing the first 2 episodes of Walking Dead that since they've come back after their mid-season break, because they do that break in the middle of the season where they do like half the season, then take a break, and then come back and do the rest. So they came back last week. Was their first episode after the break, and then tomorrow night is their second. And then next Saturday, from Linda's house, we are going to be discussing those episodes. So can't wait. Stay tuned, guys. It's going to be awesome. So anything you want to say on that, Roy, before we get into the review?
Yeah, looking forward to it. It's going to be on location. First on location episode. So it'll be a different feel. We're going to record it as how would you describe it? a relaxed round table kind of a thing, but it won't be a round table. It'll be just kind of us all together
Yeah,
having conversation.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, I mean, yeah, just like that's great.
I don't
Actually,
blame you, Linda. I would be too.
yeah, the round table's perfect. Yeah, we're just gonna be sitting there, just s and talking Walking Dead. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. It's gonna be a lot of fun. A lot of fun. So
Most definitely.
so definitely tune in next week, guys. All right. Now that we are 35 minutes into our show, we will finally start the review of Hush. So take it away, Roy.
All right, kids. So Hush, which I told everyone they should watch because it's a really good movie, is a 2016 American slasher film. It was released on Netflix April 8th, 2016. The funny thing, Tom, it was released twice in 2019 in India. There were two movies made in India for
Yep.
the same movie.
Yeah. Two remakes essentially. I read that too. That's so awesome, dude.
I was like, what? Like, what is that all about? So I found that pretty amazing.
Yeah.
The movie was directed by Mike Flanagan, who was from, I think, New Hampshire, local
I thought you
kid.
said Salem.
Was that?
Didn't you say he was from Salem?
Salem. Okay, thank you. It's close to New Hampshire.
It is.
It
And
was
there's a Salem
produced
too.
exactly. It was produced by Trevor Macy and Jason Blum, written by Mike Flanagan and Kate Siegel, who are husband and wife. Actually, they're a married couple, which is awesome.
She's
And
great too. She's great.
yes. Kate Siegel has been in a bunch of horror movies: Oculus, Ouija, The Origin of Evil, Gerald's Game, and a few others. If you like horror movies, Kate Siegel is the one to watch. Real good
Yeah,
actress. And she was also in House on Haunted Hill, which is amazing. If you haven't watched that and you're a horror fan, shame on you, because House on Haunted, I call it House on Haunted Hill. No, I'm sorry, Hill House.
Yeah, I always get that wrong. I was saying for a while, the haunting on House Hill. I could never get it right, dude. Like
I said it, and then I think, I'm like, wait a minute, no, that's not it. Oy vey. John Gallagher Jr., who was actually in Green Day's Broadway musical American Idiot.
I saw that on Broadway, by the way.
That looks pretty awesome. I'd love to see that on Broadway.
I saw it on Broadway, maybe 10-ish years ago. So good. So good. Especially, it is not your stereotypical Broadway musical. It was so good. Me and an ex went and saw it, and the subject matter it's very heavy, but it's very good. The music's excellent. Great show. Great show.
Do they have a DVD of that by any chance? I'd love to buy that because I like some musical DVDs.
I'll look it up while you're talking.
All right. So he was also in the rock musical Spring Awakening, which he earned an Tony Award for Best Featured Actor in a Musical. He actually played the bad boy in the movie.
Spring Awakening is a good one too.
Is it?
Yeah, it's a classic.
Mike Trucco, who played Samuel T. Andrews in the remake of Battlestar Galactica, also was in How I Met Your Mother, which is a good sitcom.
Yeah.
And also in the Netflix series Disjointed as Taiwan Douglas, which I thought that was fucking awesome.
Taiwan Doug.
Yep. And the music was by the Newton Brothers. Production by Blumhouse Productions. Blumhouse is freaking awesome. And again, with the release date of April 8th, 2016, and a runtime of 81 minutes, is a really fast movie with a budget of only $1 million.
That's awesome.
So the basic plot of the movie is Maddie Young is a deaf woman who lost her ability to hear and speak after getting bacterial meningitis at 13. She had surgery, and the surgery just messed her up, and she was deaf. And as she grows up, she becomes a writer, and she now lives in isolation in the woods with a cat, hoping to advance her career and write her latest novel. A friend of hers, Sarah, comes over to the house to visit, returning a copy of her book that she had read. And during conversation, Maddie tells her that she visualizes her stories and considers numerous potential endings before deciding on which ending to pick. And she's having difficulty ending her book. So that's kind of frustrating to her. So later that night, a masked killer chases Sarah back to Maddie's house. Bloody, Sarah bangs on the door, shouting for help to a deaf mute girl. And you see this, and it's like, she's no way she's going to hear you. Obviously, Maddie doesn't respond because her back's to her, and the man stabs Sarah to death. Now, Tom, was this the scene where Maddie was cooking or something on the stove? So I remember watching the scene. I'm like, this is hilarious, and I love the angle because she's cooking, washing dishes, doing something, and you just kind of peer over her shoulder, and you can see the killing happening. It's like, holy Jesus! And the killer and Sarah staring at her like, dude, turn around.
Yeah, she's just she's in the kitchen. Because she had burnt the food, so I don't know if she was doing. I think she was cleaning up, maybe, because she had burnt the food earlier and stuff. And and then you see, it's just like crazy. It's frustrating. You're literally like I'm like jumping out of my skin, being like, just turn, motion deaf, but you're like, you don't see anything in the corner of your eye, or you don't feel the vibrations. It's just,
she was focused on that pan.
Yes, she was
cleaning up. She wants a clean house. So the man realizes that Maddie's deaf and can't hear. So he decides that, he's going to torture her.
Yeah, he's going to
kill her next.
Yep.
So the movie goes on. When she realizes that he's there, she finally realizes that she's being stalked. The dude cuts the power, flattens her tires, and Maddie ends up writing on a door panel of her door that won't tell, didn't see your face, boyfriend coming home. Now, first off, Tom, she wrote it backwards, which is amazing to me. Have you ever tried to write something backwards?
I can't do it. I agree, Linda. It was chilling. It was very chilling. I agree.
It was like, I'm like, how the hell did you write it? First off, how'd you do it in the first place? All neat. Secondly, it would have taken me 20 minutes to get all the letters on the screen. Without a question.
And part of it, at first I was like, it kind of bothered me, but then I was like, you know what? She's a writer. She writes books so I was just fine with, you know what I mean? I just let it go. Sometimes those little details will take me completely out of a movie, but I was, she's a writer. Could have been. Plus, you got to suspend some disbelief. So,
and she's a woman. I think women can do a lot of things that we can't do.
Oh,
I think that's probably one of them.
For sure, they're much smarter than we are.
Oh, most definitely. So, what I found, one of my favorite parts of this movie was after she writes it and he reads it, he takes his mask off. That is one of the best scenes in a movie. Like one of my favorite scenes ever. Because well, now,
I didn't see nothing. Well, now you have.
But guess what? Now I can tell you.
Yeah.
So, and this is where all the cat and mouse games happen. I'm not going to go into everything because if you haven't seen it, you really should see it.
It's a lot. It's a very fun movie. Very fun movie.
Yes, it is. And Maddie ends up getting shot in the leg with a crossbow. And John, Sarah's boyfriend, shows up trying to find his girlfriend. And the killer poses as a police officer. Now, like I said, I'm not going to go into all the details of this conversation, but when this conversation happened between the killer and John, I'm like, dude, he's the killer.
Yeah. Again.
Mess him up. You're
jumping out of your skin.
Yeah. Oh. And that's what this movie does to you.
We got a question from Rich.
Oh, God.
So, how was the killer associated with her?
He wasn't.
So, it's kind of what he was just saying, Rick. So, he was murdering that girl because, it doesn't really say why, just maybe that he's a murderer. You know what I mean? Like, he just
circumstance.
He's just a serial killer, and then he's murdering the Maddie's friend,
Sarah.
and he looks in and he's decides he's going to kill her now because he realizes she's deaf, and he would have killed her if she saw it too, I'm sure, because then she would have seen it and heard it. But I just believe that he's a sadistic serial killer. That's what I from a serial killer.
Well, yeah, and Sarah kind of lured him to the house inadvertently by trying to get away from him and get help from Maddie.
Yeah.
And so when he gets to the house, now like, oh, another person I can kill.
Mm-hmm.
Linda was jumping out of her skin.
I can see that. It did. It had me on the edge of my seat, Linda. It really did.
And like I said, I'm not going to get into what happens in this scene, but let's just say it doesn't go well for John. That's all I'm going to say.
Yeah.
And I blame Maddie for this because she does something which causes what happened to happen, if you know what I mean. So finally, it all comes to a conclusion, and she realizes that, if I'm going to survive, I have to kill him. Because during the movie, she tries to escape a few times, things happen, blah, 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 blah. And she decides, well, if I'm going to survive, I have to take him out.
Yeah, she kind of plays in her head, like it's a callback to earlier when, she's writing and she's talking about how she sees all possible endings. When she's writing, she doesn't just think of one or two endings. She thinks about every single way a story can go. And that's kind of what she's, it's getting worse for everything. And she's in her head playing out the endings, and every ending has her dying, except the only way that she won't for sure die, she still could die, but won't for sure die, is if she fights, because he won't be expecting that. He won't expect her fighting. So
I think that she's able to because she's deaf.
Yes,
he underestimates her.
Yes.
Which I think is a moment in society where I think society itself underestimates people with disabilities all the time.
Yes, I agree. And she wasn't deaf from birth. I don't know if you talked about that.
Mm-hmm.
So we find out that she became deaf. She lost her hearing.
Yeah, we discussed that, Tom.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry.
Yep, that's fine. Well, you can bring over again if you want.
Well, so she lost it when she was 13 because of meningitis. Then then it was starting to come back, so she had to have a surgery, and then the surgery went awry. So sorry about that. I had missed that.
Well, pay attention, Mr. Tom.
All right, I'm trying to, take care of the comments and.
All right, so I want to go over some overall thoughts real quick.
Yeah.
I went in this movie not expecting much originally when I first saw it. I'll go on Netflix, just look for movies to watch, and I come across the picture. I'm like, hey, this is a cute girl. Let's see what this is all about. And I'm like, oh, geez, deaf girl. I don't know. So I kept going back to it, and then one day I was bored, and I said, I'm going to give it a shot. And, a movie about someone who's deaf didn't have me going, yeah, but I was pleasantly surprised. There were creepy moments, moments where I'm yelling at the team, like, run, or, saying things like, dude, beat him up. And except when the movie actually pointed out that she was deaf, I even forgot Maddie was even deaf at all. At a certain point, you forget that she's even deaf because she's fighting back, and she's, and I think it's a good thing. What are your overall thoughts, Tom?
I was pleasantly surprised. Honestly, it was one of those ones, like we always say, I'll watch any horror, you know what I mean? I'll give anything a shot, but I just kind of figured it would be your standard horror fare, you know what I mean? Kind of like not super low budget, just a typical horror movie with, some jump scares and, and stuff like that. But I was pleasantly surprised how well it was done. How good the story really was, and how well done the movie was. liked it a lot. Two scenes that really stuck out to me when he steps on the hand.
Oh yes.
Oh, talk about gnarly, dude. Yeah, that scene, and when Sarah the friend, when she's in the house, it's all dark, right? And you see the friend Sarah at the wheel. You remember it's all bloody, and you see Sarah, and
Yes.
Maddie is like,
Yep.
"Oh my God, she's alive!" And then you find out it's actually that killer holding her up like she's a marionette
Yep.
or a puppet. And it was that scene. I was just like, "Oh man, that is yeah."
It was creepy.
Go back to Linda chilling.
Yep. Very. All right. And as far as the story,
Hello, Mr. Perfect is talking, Tom. I told Roy you about this movie.
she has no idea what she's talking about. Anyway, great. The movie had, as far as the story goes, the movie had a lot of great scenes. The dude taking his mask off, to me, that was amazing.
Yeah, that was good. That was good.
That was one of those stand up and clap moments. I was like, oh my God.
Yeah.
And him just messing with her. And I think he in getting his mind, he's thinking, she's dead. What's she going to do to me? There's nothing she can do. And then when he's killing her friend outside, he's staring. You notice he was staring at Maddie as he's killing her?
Yeah.
Like hoping she'd turn around. I swear he was hoping she would turn around and just to see the fear of her killing her friend. Oh, killing a person, because I don't know if he knew she was her friend or not. But seeing her get killed and seeing the fear on her face, I think would have made his night, so to speak.
Oh yeah. Because I mean, when he's killing her too, at that point where he's looking in the watching her, he just stabbing over and over. It was just like, oh my God, dude. She's been dead for like 5 minutes, bro.
Yeah. I'm like, he must be wanting to turn around as he's watching her get stabbed. And then near the end, when I'm gonna give away a little thing here, so if you don't want to hear this moment, click forward about like 30 seconds. But when she thinks she's gonna die, she types a description of the man and says it to her family. I thought that was really cool. Like, you know what? If I'm gonna go out, I'm going out fighting, and I'm gonna let everyone know who killed me. I thought that made it chilling for me. And I was like, hopefully you kick his ass. That's all I was thinking. Because like, oh man, at this point you're just rooting for her. At least I was anyway.
Yeah. I liked it, and it was one of those ones too. It was like as I'm watching it, I'm actually on Wikipedia reading about it, like reading about the actress what's her name again? Katie Siegel.
Katie Siegel.
That she writes horror film. I mean, she's great. You know what I mean? She's a great actor, and I didn't know that she was such a prolific writer of horror movies and stuff like that, along with her husband there, Mike Flanagan. So yeah, I was so pleasantly surprised by this movie. So pleasantly.
Well, they put so much work in this movie. Her and her husband actually went over scenes in their own house for this movie.
Oh wow!
To see how they would work, which actually ended up causing them problems when they found a location. Obviously, because their house wasn't the same as his other house.
Yeah.
So they had to change a few things around. But that tells you how much they were into this movie. They did a lot of work.
Wow.
And like at first they wanted to do a movie with total silence, but they figured that Americans would not watch a movie in total silence.
Yeah.
Because they just wouldn't watch it, because we don't do silent films anymore.
Yeah.
So they said to use ambient sounds, which I thought was amazing. Like they used an ultrasound machine in some scenes as for Maddie's lack of hearing. So it's like, that's pretty awesome. The things that they did to create, just to create things in this movie. Creepy effects, the shadows, like the cinematography in this movie was amazing.
Yeah. So real quick, I don't mean to interrupt, but Linda, yes, of course you can give a rating of the movie. We would love that. Of course you can rate the movie. Sorry, Roy. I just wanted to
speak of that, onto what would you give the rating of the movie that you watched, Tom? Let's do it right now.
This movie, I liked it a lot. I'll give it an 8. I mean, and I don't go really higher than 9.95. 8 because it was I really enjoyed it. I didn't really have any problems with it per se. Just a very very solid, strong movie.
What about you, Linda? Well, Linda's giving her rating. I'll throw
Yeah,
mine
you
up
give
there.
your
I give it a 9. And I give it a 9 because I've seen this movie 3 times now, and it's a movie I will watch again. This is a movie that I can watch over and over. It's just one of those movies that, like, I think it's gonna be one of those timeless movies that 10 years from now you can still watch this movie. So I give
yeah.
it a 9. And Linda
Nice.
also.
Linda gives it a 9, and Rick wants to rate it. Awesome. We're getting some good interaction today. So Linda gives it a 9. Rick gives it a 7.
Nice.
Linda loved it. I guess Rick.
I pick great movies. What can I say? My next movie review will be pretty interesting, actually. But we'll do that when it's my turn.
Nice.
It's not a big. Again, it's not going to be a big budget movie. But it's one of those movies that surprised me that I'm like, I'm going to hate this movie. But I actually ended up liking it. It's like, holy Jesus. Very simple. It's a movie that we can make ourselves. That's how simple this is. But it was just really good. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Tom.
No. That's awesome. No, I don't even know what I was going to say. Honestly,
well, you think of that. I have something I want to say, actually.
Yeah.
A friend of mine has started a podcast.
Oh, yeah.
I think a month or 2 ago. And her name is Jackie Robbins. And it's called Being Fearless with Jackie Robbins. I urge anybody and everybody to check out this podcast. And people here that are watching our show today, several of them know her. And she's one of the awesomest people you ever meet in your life. She's amazing. She's doing a podcast, and it's about becoming more confident in life. And how to gain more confidence and what to do to make your life better, essentially. And my friend Jackie grew up with a chronic illness called ulcerative colitis.
Oh, I work with one of my buddies. He's been struggling with that for years. It's terrible.
Tell him to watch her podcast. She talks about it on her podcast. We who know her have known what she's gone through. What she's been through, she's had it since she was a young child. She's just had it most of her life, and it's crazy. She's an amazing woman, full of energy, and she's just an amazing person. And this podcast is freaking awesome. I listened to an episode, and if you know Jackie, she's one of those people that can get you to jump off a cliff. she's one of those people that's like you want to just like do anything she says because she's just like, all right, she's a rah kind of person.
Nice.
And if you ever want to increase your confidence and make yourself more independent in life, check out this podcast. It's called Being Fearless with Jackie Robbins, and it's pretty amazing. I listened to it. You should too. It's awesome. So on that note, I'm sending it back to Thomas.
So, very cool. Yeah, guys, please check that out. That's awesome. I love stuff like that personally, Yeah, a friend of mine at work, he's been struggling for years with his whole life, essentially, with that ulcerative colitis. I feel so terrible, man. Sometimes he comes in and it's just you can see that how much pain he's actually in. So very cool. Anytime that we can help cross promote anybody, please. Again, guys, comment on this video, like and subscribe. Also, if you want us to review any movies, we had some really great we got some comments. Sorry. We had some really great interaction. If you want us,
I'm not telling you, Linda.
And if you want us to review anything, talk about anything, just let us know either on here, leave a comment on the video, or we're on all social media.
Comment on my geeky tikis.
Yeah, what other mystery boxes or unboxed?
Some don't have this one.
No,
My guy's got bloody.
Yeah, his is way better. Yeah, anything you guys want, we are here.
You want one. You all want one.
The Jason, let us know for sure. We want more interaction. We want
one.
We want to give you what you want. So, yeah, guys.
I kill you.
Yeah, I got to get.
That'd be awesome. Jeff Dunham puppets there. Ahmed.
I'm not a huge Jeff Dunham guy.
What?
I find some of his stuff funny, just not huge to him. So, another one I thought of for a geeky tiki would be Chucky from Child's Play.
I'm shocked they don't have one.
What's that?
I'm shocked they don't have one.
Yeah, me too. But I think it would be cool if they used this mold with the face like that. So you can see how half his face is off. That would be pretty badass if they made a geeky tiki like that.
But that implies they have to make it a couple different tones.
Yeah, exactly. I didn't say it. Another one, real quick, the last one I'll do on this, just because it's one of my favorite movies, would be cool to get a Travis Bickle from Taxi Driver. I just love that
great movie.
I just love it, So yeah. So anyway, enough on that. Anything else before we let our viewers go, Roy?
Just make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel. Get all your friends to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Follow us on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. Comment on this video. When we get off, start a conversation. Comment down below. Let us know, what you think of these geeky tikis. What geeky tikis would you like to see?
Yeah.
If you can guess what my unboxing is going to be at some point, we have at least 20 comments. We might do a pop giveaway. So you guys got to comment below and guess what my unboxing would be. It's from a sci-fi movie. And if you guess and we have 20 comments, we're going to pull a name out of a hat and you're going to win a Funko Pop. So,
yep.
Do it.
Very cool.
Or I'll hunt you down.
Do it. Yep. All right. I think that's it for today's show. Unless you got anything else, Roy?
Nope, I am good.
All right, guys. Well, thanks for tuning in. Thanks for commenting. Again, like and subscribe. Comment on this video. Check us out on all social media. And again, next week we will be done. See you next week, Linda. Can't wait. Again, I was just about to say it too. Next week we will be live from Linda's house. So stay tuned, guys. All right, guys.
Walking Dead.
Have a good one.